Welcome to the Real and Raw Podcast. This is Agent Zero. I'm your host, Jordan Anderson. Before we get started, step into a world of wellness with Lucia Eye Blue Light Glasses. From combating eye strain to improving sleep, Lucia Eyes has you covered. With lenses designed for day and night, Lucia Eyes brings you the perfect blend of fashion and function. Reduces eye strain, it improves sleep quality, and also the prevention of the digital eye fatigue. Prioritize your eye health by visiting LuciaEyes.com today and use promo code TWINBIRDS20 for an exclusive 20% off your next order. I want to give a special thank you to Danny Huber and the founder of Lucia Eyes for sponsoring the Real and Raw podcast here at StudioPlace in Los Angeles. What's up, y'all? We're back with another episode of the Real and Raw Podcast with Agent Zero. I'm your host, Jordan Anderson. To the left of me, I have my guy with me, Henderson. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good. Can't complain, man. How you been?
Can't complain, bro. Thanks for having me, man. This is dope right here.
Most definitely. I know you said, you was watching the episodes, following along. You said you wanted to pull up. I was like, you might as well, come on the episode for
sure. That's really what it was. I seen you grinding, seen you doing your thing. And I'm real into this space.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Basketball was always the roots, but now we transition into entertainment, camera-wise. So I seen you doing your thing, so I'm like, yeah, let me pull up on you. Like, shoot, you might as well jump on the episode.
Exactly, might as well, man.
So might as well, and that's we here now.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to be different, man, with the podcast and, just trying something different, trying to explore new heights, like you said, getting out of my comfort zone, which I'm really comfortable with it, so I'm cool for real. But, yeah, trying to look out for my people. Sure. So how about you tell everybody, where you from, how you got you are a BG alum, so you tell about how you got the BG, then how you got to LA, things of that nature.
Yeah, so originally from Toledo, Ohio. Did my thing in high school. I was the best player on the squad, just doing what I can, to get us the wins. And, before you know it, you get to racking up all these different scholarship offers, not even really doing it for that, just, the love of the game, just playing ball. And start racking in. Guy named Coach Orr, Lewis Orr, shout out to him, RIP to him. He was the head coach at Bowling Green when I was there, and the whole recruiting process. And he was there every step of the way. I always say, like, that was the reason probably why I picked Bowling Green, because a lot of schools was contacting me, but I was in talks with the assistant coaches, the scouts, and different things like that. It wasn't the head coaches. This was like one of the ones where it was the head coach coming to my door, in the morning before from my high school, picking up the newspaper to get to me, like just little stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was like
pay attention to little stuff like that.
Little stuff like that. I'm like, all right, so if the head coach really want me, I feel like that's where I should go. So ended up going to BG, did my thing there for 4 years. Moved out here. So let me backtrack a little bit. So then we left Bowling Green and went to Canada. Went up there, wanted to play pro. That's everybody's dream is to play as long as you can. So went up to Canada, did my thing up there for a year, and then came out here. Coming out here in LA was really just it wasn't like I wasn't thinking I was gonna move out here and just 6 years later I'm still here. It was more or less, let's go out there, let's train, let's go to the Drew League, try to build up this basketball, a little resume in LA, and then shoot, we might go out to Canada, I go back to Canada. That was kind of the whole mindset. But fast forward 6 years, we still here.
So what was the experience like in Canada? Like, what was the reason why you didn't keep playing in Canada?
Yeah, it was cool. It was a dope experience. I feel like everybody that's in the basketball, even football space, just that sports aspect, is you always try it. You always, go play as long as you can. So it was a great experience. And like I said, the plan was to go back. But, coming out here, you getting getting into different other things, positive things, but, getting into things where it's just like, all right, do I want to go back there for 5 months and then try to start this back over again? Like, it was a hard decision. Like, it wasn't nothing that was just so super easy to try to figure out, but I think I made the right decision.
Got you. So you leave Canada, you get to LA. What was the process like of just, getting adjusted to being out here and playing your season, getting adjusted and getting grounded to the LA life?
Oh, it was tough. Like, I don't want to make it seem like it was just everything peaches and cream. Right. It was pretty tough, but I think I got a strong mindset. I always feel like, I'm gonna make it happen one way or another. Right. That was always my my thought process with everything I do. So, coming out here, just trying to figure it out. You're trying to, what we gonna do? I mean, you got to make money. That was kind of the thing. It was like, all right, so I'm gonna go out here and train, but I still got to pay my bills. I still got to figure this out. So I ended up getting a job with the NBA. So it's a company called Second Spectrum. They're the official tracking company of the NBA. So all them crazy stats you see on ESPN,
gotcha.
like according to Second Spectrum, LeBron James is 35% dribbling. It's like just those crazy stats that people don't really care about.
People are just paying to like each little detail.
Little detail stuff like that. But they was hiring. So I'm like, all right, well, let me get in here. It's a little part-time job. You know, I can make a little money while I'm out here still trying to figure it out. Fast forward later, this company has got huge, like bigger than I could ever imagine for real. Like, I think when I first started, it was probably like 20 employees.
Wow.
Before I knew it, they had about 100.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah,
you've been there from the build up.
From the build up, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So I mean, I was part time. They didn't just ask me to work full time. So all right, I'm in LA now. Like I'm still doing what I love as far as basketball. So that was kind of what got me like, I would say like grounded and got me to the point where I'm like, all right, I think LA might be the home like for the time being.
Got you. So you were saying you wanted to play in the Drew League. Did you get an opportunity to do that?
I did.
So how was that like? Cause you know the Drew League, they got how the way they promote it. It's like, you know, LeBron could pull up one day, Kobe, James Harden, anybody could pull up, but like the atmosphere go crazy though.
Crazy.
So like, how was it like getting into like the Drew League, or like what's like? Is it like a certain type of requirement you got to have to be in there or get accepted? Like how is that?
Yeah, I think it do, but so for me it was more or less like. I see the people that's been played, and excluding the big time NBA guys, like the other guys that's playing there. Like I done played against a lot of them. Like that's really where I felt like I belong. But people don't know me, so what I had to do was just hit up anybody I can when I first got out here. I think I was hitting up like I don't know if you ever heard of Freddie Barnes. Freddie Barnes from BG. I hit him up because I knew he was out here in LA. So I hit him up. I'm like, hey bro, like. I know you're a football guy, but you know any basketball leagues, anything going on. He hit me up immediately, like, hey, I got somebody, you know, in this league in Venice, like just this random league. So I pull up. I knew I had to show out. I knew I had to. My first 2 weeks in LA.
Got to. The first impression, the best impression,
everything,
man.
bro. So I go out there, I get a dunk. They stop the game, get the recording me. I'm like, this
you was feeling yourself.
This LA different.
You was feeling yourself.
After the game, sure enough, I'm walking out. A dude on the other team walk up to me like, hey, bro, you playing the Drew this year? I'm like, that's just what I needed to hear. Like, I don't know nobody. I don't know nothing about. I don't even know how to get in there. He like, man, you gonna be on my squad. That was all it took. I got in the Drew just like that. So. It was dope.
So when you got in the Drew, how was that experience of finally, you know, playing in there? Or like, did you play against any like, you know, high-end names or high-end guys?
Yeah, I did. I played against Nick Young.
Okay.
I played against it was a couple good players that I can't remember off the top of my head, but they were good. And the experience was actually different. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the team that I played for my very first year, like, these was guys that was born and raised in LA, like they believed the Drew League. So like I didn't know that. So I'm going in just thinking it's a regular, you know, just a Drew League, cool little game. Like they really, they crying, like this is my life. Like y'all ain't gonna, like I'm like, oh shoot. All right, so it was a cool experience to be on that team. But like, if I could do it all over again, I would try to get on a team that like, you know, can really let me, you know, ball out and not so much just be like that LA bred team. But all in all, though, it was super dope to be a part of the Drew.
Gotcha. So do people get like paid to play in the Drew League,
no,
or is it just like strictly like recreational?
It's more recreational, but it's just like it's good for your brand. You know, like nowadays it's so important to have your own brand and you know to kind of build off that. So being in front of all those cameras, you know, Nike is sponsoring it, you get free, all these different things that's free. So like, it's more or less just getting you out there to, you know, do whatever you want to do for the future for real. But there's no like payment for anything.
Gotcha.
So I think that's bigger than getting paid, honestly.
Yeah. So would you ever think about going back or?
Yeah, for sure. If I get the right team, I plan on playing this upcoming season. Next summer, I plan on playing for sure.
You gonna have like your own team or you gonna join somebody's team?
I'll join somebody. I mean, best case scenario, get some dudes from the Midwest. Because I always say, like, you know, I
think the Midwest got the best hoopers, man, if you asking me.
I always say that. Shout out to my LA guys.
Yeah,
man,
but no, LA got some hoopers. Like, you got what, James Harden, Kawhi,
They got Westbrook, they got
they got
Paul
Westbrook.
George, they got all them, but they ain't got.
That's
they
it.
got Steph and LeBron.
I'm like, you got Midwest. You talk about Detroit, Chicago, Illinois, Indiana.
Indiana is one of the biggest.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know about. Yeah.
Like you got people from, like you said, Steph Curry, LeBron,
That's all you need right there.
Derrick Rose from there,
AD,
Draymond, AD. Like that's what I'm saying. It's we
No,
got some
facts,
bangers,
Facts. So that would be the. I mean, in the best case scenario, would love to get a team from the Midwest, bring them out here to the Drew League, and I think we can mess around and win it.
No,
like,
most definitely.
I really think we can.
I don't think they got the difference between us and them. I don't think they got that grit factor for real.
Right. No, I can see that. Yeah, because there ain't nothing else to do out here. You got Hollywood, you got all the extra
it's
stuff.
All
man.
beaches, it's all beaches and sunshine. You know,
don't get me wrong. It's like it's the gritty out here. Like, I've seen it, but overall, man, I love to have the Midwest team out here. But we'll see. Hopefully, in the future, we can have that happen.
Got you. So you left you played 1 year in the Drew League, and then you said you went to Spectrum, right?
Yep. I went to Second Spectrum. Yep. I was working Second Spectrum while in the Drew League.
Oh,
it's just a summer thing.
Yeah, it was just
a summer, few months.
Got you.
But yeah, so did that for 4 years. Worked at Second Spectrum. Like I said, it gave me that foundation that I really needed. I really wanted, being out here. And then that's when I got the call for Winning Time. Winning Time was
I was about to ask that. You got into entertainment and TV. So how did you get into that?
That's pretty much, like, Winning Time, I would say, is kind of the kickstart for, wanting to get into entertainment and content creating and all that stuff. So with that, it was actually another crazy story. So a guy that I work with, his name is Noel. Shout out to Noel. He's a football guy, actually. He played at San Jose State.
Okay.
I think he got like a training camp deal with the Raiders or something like that. But real football guy. But he worked at Second Spectrum with me in the football department, and he was also the double for Spencer James on All-American. So that's what he was doing on top of all Second Spectrum. So he just got this email. We were sitting at work. He got this email about some basketball show.
Hold up. You said he was a double, so that means is he like the stunt man or something like that?
Yeah, the stunt double. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
So because some of them routes he was running in the show.
You would know.
I was like, I probably would know. He was getting better as the show went on, so that was probably bro. All right,
right. Probably was. Yeah, they probably figured, all right, we got to get a real.
It was bad. It was bad at first though. Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
No, I'm telling you, it's one clip. He tried to run a curl route. It was the worst route I ever seen in my life. I said, nah. I'm like, you could tell this Hollywood, man. It's crazy.
For real. But yeah, that's stuff like that is actually super funny to see now that you're in the entertainment world a little bit. But yeah, so we sitting at work and he like, hey bro, I just got this email from, my reps, the same people that got me the All-American job. It's some basketball show coming out. He's like, bro, I ain't no hooper, man. You pull up to this show. You pull up to this tryout. I'm like, all right. So mind you, I just pulled my hamstring the day before, 2 days before, something like that, like bad, to the point where I can barely walk.
When you pull a hamstring, it hurt to sit down, it hurt to get up.
Bad.
It's bad.
But me, there's no way I'm not going to this tryout.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is. At this time, I don't know what the show is, I don't know what it is. I just know it's a basketball show that's coming out. No way I'm missing this tryout. Or audition, that's what they call audition, but
it's a tryout. Yeah.
So I pull up, it's about 50 people in there.
Really?
They all tell us get in one single file line. We all gonna just go one at a time. He's like, what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to sprint up and down the court with the ball, sprint up, back, layup, jump shot, and that's it. And so it's about 30 seconds long. That's all we want from you. My turn to go. I take off running. Can't do nothing, bro. I'm going like this up and down the court, looking crazy in front of everybody. Like, I'm like, it's a wrap. So I go over to the casting director guy. Shout out to Adon. I'm like, hey man, I tried. I know I pulled my hamstring a couple days ago. I gave it all I can. He looked at me and was like, before you even walked into this gym, I was already gonna pick you. You good. Just heal up that hamstring and I'll see you in 2 weeks. That was all it took. Yeah. So I jumped on.
Did you know him before that, or
I didn't even know him before that. Nope. Wow. So I don't know if they was check the facts, check the IG. I don't know. I really don't know, but I guess I just looked the part.
Yeah.
So fast forward. That was before COVID though. So we ended up filming episode 1 of season 1 of Winning Time. COVID hit. After COVID came back, after COVID ended or whatever, somewhat ended. we started filming the rest of season 1, and I've been on there for season 1 and season 2.
That comes on HBO Max, right?
HBO Max.
Yeah, I just started watching that like when I got out here. That's crazy.
Yeah,
like
no,
I just finished it.
It's a good show, man.
Isn't that's what the Lakers, right?
Lakers, the 80s Lakers, yeah. So for season 1, I was probably about 12 different guys.
For real?
Yeah, all throughout the season.
That's crazy.
Sometimes they put a beard on me. Sometimes I had an afro. Like it was super cool. But then for season 2, they made me strictly a double, same stunt double for one of the main guys, Norm Nixon. So I did all his basketball stuff for season 2. So.
Wow.
It was super dope. I wish we could have got a season 3. You know, they didn't bring it back for season 3.
Yeah, it was getting good too. It was
season
crazy.
1, season 2, man, it was an amazing experience. And I say that's what really got me into this entertainment world. So shout out to
How was it working with like, you know, all them actors and stuff? They had some big time actors in that show.
Amazing, bro. Wood Harris.
Yeah, I say Wood Harris.
Adrian Brody, like Jason Segel, John C. Reilly, like all these guys. I'm right here. We right here with Wood Harris. Like we super cool. So like. The fact that I was able to like get in that close and have these conversations with them, it's like, all right, like shout out to basketball. You know, basketball got me in the door, but we about to go all in now.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no reason why. So we still in the beginning stages, but
did he give you any like tips or like, you know, recommendations or anything?
Adrian Brody, I'll never forget. He super, you know, established actor. One thing that he told me was, don't take anything personal. And I feel like the more you know, get into these different avenues and different opportunities coming and going, like that's something that you gotta, you know, keep in mind is like, if something don't go your way, it's not personal, man. It's just business. It's just keep it going. If it didn't happen, it's just not for you, but what's for you gonna come. So.
And that's so hard to think of, not to think of for sure.
It is, because you always think like, why didn't he pick me? Was this? You just wasn't that part. Like somebody else told me, I can't remember exactly who told me this, but they were just like, you know, they won't hire Denzel Washington for, you know, the Batman role or, you know, different things. Like it ain't nothing to do with him. It's just not for you. Like it's just a job for you. So that's something I'll keep in mind all the time.
Got you. So what are you looking forward to, or what do you have planned to like coming up now that you finish Winning Time?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm working on.
You're into we can do that. Like, you into content creating on IG. So that you pretty got a big pretty following. So how does that how did you get into that?
Honestly? Yes. So it was kind of a long thing, because me and my brother, we kind of started it together, where we was like, let's create content, but you know, we don't want to do the corny skits and the different things like that. That ain't really what we was into, but I love to create. Like I was one of them dudes as a kid, you know, creating players on Madden, creating players. Like, I love to create. Yeah. Like
I do that stuff to this day still.
Like, I love that, bro. So like getting older, seeing the different ways to monetize it and still be in my basketball lane, I feel like it was really a no-brainer being out here in LA, meeting different people. Shout out to Chris Staples. That's another guy that, you know, helped me along the way, made it feel like it was, you know, I actually can do something out of it. So just being around the right people, I feel like that's one of the most important things, you know, having people to motivate you to do what you really want to do and do what you love. Like I said, basketball is what I love. So being able to be in the production side and monetize what I love and not have to be in the NBA, I think is a blessing.
So you said you monetize from it. How do you monetize? Do you get like a check from like Instagram, TikTok, or how does that
so mostly YouTube is where.
Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't know you put stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. So I'm on YouTube. I'm on all of it.
Gotcha.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube,
Facebook paying. Everybody paying.
YouTube where that bag at for sure.
YouTube is it. So yeah, I do the reaction videos on there. It's just more just creating, man. I just you know, I love to create and, you know, still stay in my basketball lane. So it's kind of what it is.
So how did you, I see you do like commercials now and stuff like that. How did you get into that?
Yeah. So commercials, that's kind of that whole just like, you know, like Winning Time kind of started it off. But yeah, just being in that lane, networking, you know, meeting the right people. People that I've worked with on Winning Time is people that I've worked with in commercials. Like that whole basketball entertainment world is real small. Like it's not that big.
It's not that very broad.
Yeah, it's not that broad. So if you in there, it's kind of good. So yeah, just talking, networking, you know, being in the right place at the right time. I think that's the most important too. Being out here in LA is super important. So
where do you see yourself going forward with this? Like, what do you got planned, or like, what are you trying to do for it? Like, just with basketball, the entertainment side.
Yeah, I want to keep going as long as I can. Like I always say, like I'm gonna be jumping as long as I can. So for instance, like Bradley Beal, I just worked with him. I was his stunt double for a commercial, you know, because the NBA guys, I don't know if they don't want to or if they can't, but it's something to where, you know, they're not really gonna be doing no dunking in commercials. Like that's not really what they want to do. If they get hurt in a commercial, that's gonna be all bad. So it's always gonna be, you know, room and opportunities for that. So yeah, I've been his stunt double. I've been Scoot Henderson stunt double. I've been Russell Westbrook stunt double. Like all these guys that's getting paid a lot of money to be in these commercials. You know, they got all these different opportunities for people like me to be a part of it. So I want to do that as long as I can. And then also I want to give other people opportunities. Like I feel like I was put on this earth to, you know, help people. You know, I always say I live a blessed life. So if I can help other people live a blessed life as well, like that's what I'm here for. So yeah, like the connections that I built within the commercials and, you know, TV shows and stuff, like the up and coming people that can't make it to the NBA or, you know, don't go overseas, don't want to go to Europe to go play basketball, they can still make a good living over here.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. You know, a lot of people from, you know, the U.S., if they don't make it into the league, they go overseas to hoop for a good amount of time.
Right.
You didn't think to do that, or you didn't want to?
It's like, it's not that I didn't want to, because I had the opportunity. I had, you know, a couple offers to go to Iceland, go to these different places. And who knows, man? Like, who knows if I would have just took that, you know, the small contract and, you know, did my thing there, then moved to Paris and, you know, kept moving up, which I've had teammates, you know, that has done that. So it's like, I don't regret it. I mean, I always say, like, what if I would have been like, you know what, like, I'm going overseas. Like, I don't care about nothing else. Like, I don't care about coming to LA. Like, I'm going overseas. I could have did that, but I think I made the right decision. But, you know, everybody got their own journey.
Got you. So, you don't got to go into full detail. How much would you say you made off winning time or just like commercials or stuff like that? Is it a great pay, good pay?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
paying the bills for sure. We know that. It's paying the bills
good money.
for sure.
But it's just it kind of just depends, you know, on what your role is, because there's extras in commercials, there's extras in TV shows, and then there's actually double, like it's tiers, you know, extras, doubles, main cast, like producers, like it's different tiers. So it's all about what tier you in for that specific, you know, specific thing. So for commercials, like if you can get, it's called OCP, on camera principle, like that, them are the roles that I feel like everybody strive for. Like extra work is great, don't get me wrong, because you can network and, you know, build up for the next thing. But what you really want to do to really, you know, change your life is to do the OCPs, which means you're on the camera. They can see your face on the camera, and then that's when you get residuals and all those different things for the commercial. So that's where it all pay off at. So
got you.
Yeah.
Do you want to would you say you want to try to work towards like being like a main role in like a TV show or TV
I would love to.
Movie?
I would love to, like
they got like the Drew, like something like that?
Yeah, like I would love to, man. Like, and I would be lying if I said like I wanted to move to LA and be an actor. Like that wasn't my mindset at all. It was basketball that's then got me in the door of doing that. So I will say now though, like I was saying earlier, like getting in the door, meeting Wood Harris and meeting all these different guys and seeing that it really is possible. Mike Epps, dude, hilarious. Like I couldn't stop laughing being around him. He was playing Richard Pryor in Winning Time.
Really?
Yeah, so just being around these dudes and like they regular people, like I'm like, not if they could do it, I could do it, but it's just like, all right, it's possible. You know, it's real possible. So yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, I'm gonna take acting classes, do all those things and go all in with it. And yeah, one day y'all gonna see me doing a non-basketball role, which is gonna be crazy because like you were saying earlier, like getting out your comfort zone. Like I'm mostly a shy person. Like I grew up real quiet. Like so even people from back home, like you acting like what?
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
That's crazy. But I see it. You know, I see the light. More comfortable with myself. You know, got more to talk about. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get a real good role. And even if it's not basketball, I mean, it is what it is.
Got you. You said you felt like you was put on this earth to help people.
Yeah.
You said that's was something that you was trying to do in the future. And to what extent? Like, what did you have in like mind?
Yeah. So one thing I really want to do, I've been working towards it, is starting a nonprofit. Like, I'm gonna start a nonprofit to where we travel the world, travel the country. Like that's something too that I love is traveling. So if I could kill, two birds with one stone and, help people out, travel the country, go to different schools, do backpack giveaways, toy drives, all these different things to help out, the younger generation. Because I feel like that's what we need. Like,
Definitely not.
as a kid, like, there's certain people that I remember to this day, like, adults that came in and, like, who is that? Like, so I want to be that same person to the kids and let them know, like, you don't got to make it to the NBA. You don't got to be a rapper. Like, it's so many different ways that you could still be super successful. So that's the goal, down the road. Do charity games, back in the Midwest, different things like that. Do different positive things for the youth, man, because I just feel like that's what it's all about. They the future.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. With just the same, I feel like the same with me. I had started my first annual youth football camp this past spring that I did, but that was only because, like, I wanted to give back to the community, and like you said, I just want to show everybody, like, you don't got to be like a rapper, you don't got to sell drugs, you don't got to be a dope boy, none of that. You feel me? You can play football, get to a man, or even just go and be great in school and like have like a trade or something that you can do.
1,000%. No,
but I definitely wanted to I definitely want to continue to do that as far as like having like a profit or a non-profit organization and just like charity and like give back, because I know I'm definitely doing my youth camp again, but this time I wanted to incorporate where it'd be like a back to school like backpack giveaway, or like maybe it's like a cleat giveaway or something like that. So I definitely wanted to do that. And a part of that, like, it's with me having my degree in sport management, I also had like a business plan where I always wanted to open up and own my indoor sports facility complex. But you get, like, I know I was talking to like some people that was like, have you ever thought about making like a non-profit organization? So it's good ways you can get into that for sure.
Right. So yeah, if you know somebody, like, try to link me, because that's something I've been.
No, that's real.
Yeah,
for sure.
I got the vision. Is just putting it out there is the part. I'm kind of like, all right, where do I go from here? And it's hard to trust people here and there. So if you got somebody good for me, let me know.
No, I got you for sure.
For sure.
I got a little trivia question for you. So you're a
trivia?
hooper. You said you're a hooper, so we gonna see.
Okay.
You probably will get it.
Let's see.
There's some questions though. So who is the all-time leader in assist?
The all-time leader in assists is John Stockton.
That's correct.
John Stockton, by a lot too.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that.
By a lot. Only reason why, not only reason why, he was a great passer, but he played for like 20 years. I think Magic would have got it if he would have played longer than 12, 13 years.
I was thinking probably like Steve Nash should have it, or like Jason Kidd or something like that.
Jason Kidd. Yeah, they all probably top 5.
No, they probably like top 5. All of them was top 5. That's why I was like, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, John Stockton was, probably 70% of them was DeCarl Malone.
That's crazy. Who is the all-time leader in rebounds?
All-time leader in rebounds? That's tough, man. All-time leader in rebounds. Give me a conference it is?
It's in Western.
Western Conference.
Wait, yeah, Western Conference, yeah.
Dang, that's tough. You just stumped me, the rebounder. It ain't.
I couldn't go points. Everybody know it. I'm telling you points. I couldn't go points. I gotta go different categories now.
That's crazy, cause I feel like I done looked at this recently, man. It ain't Wilt. It ain't Kareem.
I'm gonna give you three tries, man.
One more, man. Dang, it ain't one of them. I'm gonna be mad when you tell me to.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be so mad. What it start with?
W.
Dang. Who is it?
It's Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, it's Wilt. Oh,
yeah.
Wilt.
You said it ain't Wilt. You said it ain't Wilt.
Man,
you said it ain't Wilt. It ain't Kareem. I'm like, oh, he just threw it off the list. I ain't gonna.
You're supposed to be like, nah.
I was gonna let you go. I was gonna let you rock, gang. You feel me?
All right.
Who is the all-time leader in steals?
All-time leader in steals?
Mm-hmm.
All-time leader in steals. Man, that's tough.
It's tough, yeah. See if you.
Is it Gary Payton?
Nah, it's a good guess though. That's a good guess. That's a good guess.
It's not GP. All-time.
This surprised me when I saw it too. I ain't gonna lie, it surprised me.
It got to be somebody that played for a while.
It's gonna surprise you for sure.
It's gonna surprise you. What conference?
West.
The Western Conference?
Yeah.
I don't know the all-time leader in steals.
It's crazy. Yeah, nobody would think.
It ain't Stockton. Is it
It's
Stockton?
Stockton.
It's Stockton.
It's crazy.
Okay.
You wouldn't think. I was like, I'm like, he the all-time leader in steals. That's crazy.
I don't really remember him ripping
That's
somebody like
what
that.
I'm saying. I'm like, I'm like, nobody ever talked about him being no lockdown defender.
Not at all. I thought he was a liability.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going off of ESPN, man.
Yeah, that's stats.
Who is the all-time leader in blocks?
The all-time leader in blocks. Conference? Western again?
What conference? What team do you play for? Western.
Probably played for a few teams.
It's a Western.
All-time leader in blocks.
Yeah.
Who was out there just throwing stuff?
There's a couple big men in the West that went crazy.
That went crazy. It was averaging a crazy amount of blocks.
It's a good time.
Is it Kareem?
Nah.
It's not Kareem.
That's a good guess though.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to name some people. But in the West,
That's a good guess though.
Somebody, because it got to be somebody that had a long career, because that's how they be racking them up. David Robinson?
Nah. What's that? Spurs? Spurs in the West. Spurs in the West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more, and then you might got me on the blocks.
I think I got you.
I think you got me.
I got you.
Is it Hakeem?
Oh, okay, you got it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you got it for sure.
Let's go.
I didn't think he was gonna get it.
I didn't think I was either.
I thought you was gonna say Shaq or somebody or like Manute Bol.
Shaq lazy boy was,
I thought you were gonna say like Manute Bol or somebody. I didn't know.
Hakeem,
Now
okay.
we on the segment where we got to start, bench, or cut somebody.
Okay.
We got Wemby, Chet, and I couldn't find nobody else, so I said DeAndre Jordan. I was like,
DeAndre Jordan. All right, well, DeAndre Jordan is definitely getting cut.
You getting cut?
Those two. Out of those two. I mean, DeAndre a great player, but I think Chet and Wemby is generational players, honestly. So to bench one, we're gonna bench.
You better be careful what you say here.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're gonna get a lot of controversy if you get
That's
the
all
wrong
right.
one.
That's all right. I'm gonna have to bench. I'm gonna bench Chet, which is tough because I like Chet. I like Chet a lot. Like I think a lot of people sleep on him because they love Wemby so much.
Yeah.
But Wemby different, dog. I think Wemby gonna be. He gonna be one of them all-time leaders in something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but
if he put weight on, I think he definitely can get to that level for sure.
So yeah, we gonna start Wemby. Wemby, we've never really seen nobody like him, like that height with that skill
mobility
set.
and that skill set.
Yeah. It's different. But I mean, I don't think nobody's ever been that tall and not been injured. So he gonna have to make sure he take care of his body as best as possible, which I think he will. But being that tall, you never.
I was gonna say it's all types of factors out here now, like in the game. Like that's how cats like LeBron James, Tom Brady, they didn't you feel me? They didn't take care of their body for so long, so they got that type of technology and money where they can pay for it now.
Yeah, they say Bron pay $1 million.
Yeah, he paid like $1 million
and just imagine you spend $1 million on your body,
but
that'd be
it's
crazy.
not. I think about for him, it's not as bad because he's a billionaire.
Right.
So $1 million is not nothing to him.
It's not nothing.
But I get it though. Yeah, it's crazy.
Just investing that much into it's just your body,
But that's what makes him get his money.
Sure.
And really, you really think about it. You feel me? He invest in that, but he getting it right back out. So Tom Brady. Tom Brady's doing the same for real. Well, he was doing the same. Yeah, he was doing the same.
The crazy thing about, Tom Brady was the same way, but it's like Bron is literally the oldest player in the league. It's not even like he the sixth oldest, seventh. He's the oldest.
Yeah.
And he averaging what he's averaging. Most
it's
people,
crazy.
Like KG and Kobe and all them guys, when they was that old, they was averaging 12 points, 13 points.
See,
not doing what Bron.
I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. I might get controversy for this. I was not a Bron fan.
Me neither.
I ain't gonna say I wasn't a Bron fan. I liked it, Bron, but I wasn't as big on him like everybody was for real. And it's only cause he was going crazy. He was doing stuff nobody ever seen of at that young. But he used to cry a lot to me, bro. And I ain't I'd be like, I'm like, you too big to be crying. You might as well just, you feel me? You know it's gonna come with it, so you might as well just be tough. But
no, that's a fact.
At this point, he done got the all-time scoring record, man. He, like you said, he's the oldest player and still averaging 30, 10, and 10, something crazy.
Bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like you said, from Ohio, like literally from the same state as this guy, but I'm a Kobe dude. Like,
Yeah, that's
growing up, bro. Like, it's 1 a.m. I'm supposed to be asleep. I'm still on the West Coast trying to watch the Lakers play. Like, I was die-hard Kobe. Like, I always say Kobe the reason why I play basketball. Kobe the only reason why I wanted to move to LA too. Like,
real, that's
I was
crazy.
that big on Kobe. So because of that, I couldn't be that big of a LeBron guy. So I think I became a big LeBron or bigger LeBron fan once he came to LA because it was all like that Ohio to LA fit. So
I don't think people give Kobe his a much the respect he deserved for like being in like the GOAT category, which is crazy to me, bro. Like
he up there. I always say he my GOAT. I think Jordan is the GOAT. But
I think
Kobe
that too. And I only say that because like when you think about people like when I think of GOATs for real, I think of like people who like actually like started like the wave or like the what's the trend or like you feel me for people to like look up to.
Right.
So I feel like Kobe, LeBron, or like everybody was like looking up to Jordan, like you feel me, like that's who they aspiring to be or like trying to be as great or not if greater than him. So that's the only reason I put him as there for real. But to a certain extent, some people didn't. They say like you didn't see Jordan play. That's a good argument to have. So
that's true. That's why I'd be like, I mean, I can't call him my GOAT then. Yeah. I mean, he probably the GOAT, but Kobe is the greatest I ever seen. Like I think Bron got the longevity GOAT, like as far as just being great for so long.
Consistent,
consistently great. But as far as like the best at one point in time, like that 81-point Kobe, like that whole time, like I ain't never seen no basketball player better than that.
You think who's the best athlete?
The best athlete? Shit, Bron probably up there as far as athlete.
Best athlete ever?
He got to be up there. Not including basketball.
You know, we talking about basketball, football, boxing.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
He's somebody like, cause I like on YouTube I do the reaction videos, so people be requesting me to do different players. So I always heard of Bo Jackson, you know, but I never really watched him. So looking at those videos, like him or Deion might be up there too.
Yeah,
you know, being
definitely.
able to play all those different sports, like and be good at multiple sports, I think is crazy for real.
I would have to. Bo Jackson is crazy. A lot of people don't know he was like real life like crazy for real.
I think he like messed up his
he broke
because he was so strong.
Yeah, he broke his hip. Yeah, he's like to play that he broke his hip or whatever. Like he put so much force into the ground that his body wasn't able to absorb it.
Like he got hit or something. Yeah. Like instead of just falling,
he didn't. Yeah, he got hit and he could have went out of bounds, but he kept trying to go. But like he was so strong that it literally his body couldn't absorb it.
That's crazy.
And I was about to say if he was healthy, he actually probably would have been one of the greatest, if not.
Yeah, so who you say is the greatest athlete ever?
That's a hard one. I would say either I got a top three. It'll probably be Deion. I gotta go Bron just because it's like I said, it's the longevity that counts. Like everybody dreams to play for that long
and be at that level for that long. Yeah,
because like it's a lot of people that's been in the league a long time, but they don't do nothing. Like I just saw a stat with PJ Tucker. He literally got 0 points.
I did see that.
He got 0 points.
12 straight games.
12 straight games is crazy. He literally getting paid millions to just be out there.
But out there and wear nice shoes.
I think I go Deion, Bron, and probably Floyd.
Ooh.
Yeah, I probably go Floyd because
is he definitely the best boxer of all time?
I would say so.
He gotta be.
And I only say that because he never lost. And then what I like about Floyd, because I'm a big boxing fan too. What I like about Floyd is like how it's always controversy in matches about he lost this or he should never won that. Yeah. He always went back and fought that person again and beat him again just to show like, all right, I'm gonna show y'all why I won the first time. You know, so I say Floyd for real. And it's just like that whole aura about himself, like he got confidence, but he works for it. He worked for it. So it's like, all that, you feel me, the best ever, the money team, all of that. It's like people don't know, like when they see the videos of him, like he's actually working out like 2-3 workouts a day, and 3 a.m. in the morning he ain't sleep, he out there grinding. That's why I'm like, you feel me, when you put in that work, you can't really doubt nobody or like down somebody for being confident or being happy about what they put in work for and like how they flaunt themselves. Like you can't do that. So,
he ain't just talking.
That's why I'm like, he actually put the work in. So I say between them three it'd probably be Deion, Bron, or Floyd. Yeah.
So that's a good 3 right there.
I had another. Speaking of Bron, you got this to start bench. Got this the last one. You got Bron, KD, or Giannis.
Start. So we talking about prime or right now?
And they all in their prime. All in their
All
prime.
in their primes. Ooh,
Yeah, I feel like this is a good one.
man, I got a bunch of LeBron, super big LeBron fans, so I don't even. I know they're
Hey,
gonna watch
you
it.
got Bron, KD, and Giannis. This is the big three right here.
First, man. So we gonna. Dang, that's tough.
Yeah,
bro.
That's tough. Yeah,
That's tough. And they all in their primes. We gonna
when this go viral, I want my what's that? My credit. That's all.
Okay, bet. You know, it's a good one. It's tough because for one, Giannis, his accolades, his awards, like he pretty much got everything you could think of. He got MVP, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved. Like he got everything you could think of. If you go look at his accolades, but I'm gonna have to cut Giannis. Just cause it's no other option.
You gotta cut Giannis?
Gotta cut Giannis.
Oh.
It's tough. It's tough because I feel like any given game he could go for 40, 10, and 10. But he ain't better than KD or Bron in their primes.
So I'm
cutting?
Who you just said you cut. You said you cut Giannis.
My bad.
Yeah, so who you benching?
Who I'm benching? Oh man. I'm gonna bench Bron, man.
Ooh.
I'm gonna bench Bron just because. Only because when both of them played against each other when it counted, KD 2-0. He 2-0. I mean, don't get me wrong. He went to the 73-9 team. He went to the team. He was down 3-1 against all that. But KD different, bro. Like KD different. So yeah, I gotta go KD, man. Easy money sniper for the win.
Okay, I'm a KD fan too. I rock with it.
Go KD,
yeah,
man.
people gonna hate you for that.
They gonna hate
you for that.
They hate me, but I just remember vividly him just pulling up in Bron's mid, in those finals matchups.
A play I remember in the matchup, I think he punt faked and Bron fell and he drove to the lane. I said, he got it. I'm like, he got it.
He got it. Yeah.
All right, this one more. This is the last one. Okay. It was who was it? Wait, did it delete? Well, I think I remember. I think it was Kareem. It was Kareem, Wilt, and Shaq.
Kareem, Wilt, and Shaq. Laker bigs. Dang, man, you making these so tough, man. You making these so tough.
Hey, man. Specialize in putting pressure on people.
I see.
That's what I do.
All right. All in their primes, we're gonna go.
You gotta think. You got Kareem.
Tough,
you got
that's
Wilt.
tough. Like
Shaq probably is known as the most dominant big.
Wilt had
in his prime. Wilt had 101 games, which he probably wasn't going against. He was going to probably going against a bunch of Bill Waltons. You know how that goes.
Yeah, right. And if it wasn't for Bron, Kareem would be the all-time leading scorer. So it's tough. So who we gonna cut?
Be careful.
We're gonna cut Wilt.
Oh,
we're gonna cut Wilt. It's tough. I know he averaged 50 and 25 for a season.
Cutting Wilt,
which is crazy, but we're gonna cut Wilt just because he was losing a lot of finals. They was playing against Boston. I don't think he had that good of a finals record. And I don't know how true it is. Y'all correct me, but I heard that he kind of he was great in the regular season, but when playoffs came, he wouldn't show up like he was supposed to, like he would in the regular season. So I don't know how true that is, but y'all let me know. So we're gonna cut Wilt. Then we're gonna bench Kareem. We're gonna bench Kareem, which is tough, but we gotta start Shaq. He got my boy Kobe 3 rings. Help get Kobe 3 rings. Man. Like if Kobe wasn't on that team, he wouldn't have won the rings, but Kobe needed him too. So we gonna start Shaq for Kobe them 3 rings.
Got you. All right, we almost done. We gonna switch to another topic real quick.
Okay.
And I don't want you to get in trouble.
Oh,
but
man. I don't want to get in trouble.
I know your lady is here. We just want to know, what's the one thing you look for in your lady or your significant other, you should say.
One thing?
Or it can be a few. No matter. Don't say nothing she ain't got, because you're going to get in trouble. You'll get in trouble later. Don't do that.
Right.
I told him. I warned him.
But no, I would say she got to have something going for herself. Like, she can't be someone that's just sitting there, not doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you don't got no ambition.
No ambition.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you ain't got to be busy all day, every day, but you gotta have some type of type of passion for something, where you know, cause that's how I am. Like, I need you to be able to do what you're doing when I'm doing what I'm doing, and we come back together, you know, join forces at the end of the day. I don't want to you just sitting around just waiting, and you know, you ain't doing nothing, and you feel like I'm too busy, you know, this and that. So I think she got to have something going for herself, you know, and yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Got you.
What would you say to somebody in your shoes, maybe like, if maybe like you said, you know, you graduated college, now you're trying to figure out the next lane in like basketball or like entertainment. Yeah. What would be your advice to that one? That's something, make it be younger, or you know.
Yeah, I would say make sure you network. Like, that sounds so cliche, you know, network, you know, go to these, you know, different events, different things like that. But it's important. Like that one conversation, you know, could change your life. Even if it's somebody that you don't, you know, that they say something that you don't like you could take that with you and, you know, use that for your life. So I would say networking is probably one of the biggest things, and, you know, just chase the passion, chase what you love. Like, eventually you will figure it out. But like, I feel like a lot of people kind of like settle for things they don't really love to do, they don't really like to do, and I don't think it's enough money in the world for that, honestly. So, you know, just chase your passion, chase what you love to do, you know, be that positive light for other people, and, you know, just network.
No, that's big too. I think like networking and just connecting with people, it'll really open so many doors for you. 100%. And just like with previous guests I had on here, like, you feel me, they didn't got to like their careers and like their heights of their careers off of just networking and connections they had. So that's real for real. That can change your life, honestly. Sure. And you'll never know who's watching.
You never know. Like my old 5th, 6th grade coach, Eddie Noro, shout out to him. His son is Cheatham too, one of my best friends. But something that we always write on our shoes was WWMN, who's watching me now. Like, and that's something to this day that, yeah, like, I always think, like, it's people always watching, like, always, like, no matter what, it's always going to be somebody watching. They younger, older, like, it don't matter. So always try to be, you know, who you, like, even if you're in a room by yourself, pretend it's, you know, people watching you.
Be the best example.
You never know. Yeah, you never know.
Got you. Well, that's it for the Real and Raw podcast, man. We appreciate y'all for coming on, and I appreciate you for coming on, bro. Anytime.
I appreciate you having me.
That's it, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.